Alright, here we go. It's a PBZ. So we start off with the low ground pylon. Get that probe over there. Some people put the pylon on the back side.
Your probes are under attack.
You know, I just got used to putting the pylon on the wall side. I know it's susceptible to bailing bus.
You're not gonna let that poor defenseless pylon die, are you?
In different maps, it changes, and so I don't like to really change too many things. And so I stay consistent with having 2 pylons, a forge, a gateway. Right now, the drone's really harassing my my probe. It's very odd that the drone is going over to see me. Not too often you get a drone harassing you. They normally don't want to spend
They found your probes, and it's
resource.
not going to be pretty.
And then right here, I saw 4 drones as well. So somehow he was very cautious at thinking I might go for a cannon rush. So he went over there, checked for the forge, scouted the forge, decided to invest 4 drones to go snipe the probe. Now, when I do the opener for a pylon forge gateway, it's not exactly just for a cannon rush. You can transition as well, so it really depends. Some players, some zerg players, are aware that you're cannon rushing, and so you as a cannon rusher or you as a Protoss player need to know how to do a switch, a tech switch, a game plan switch, you know, transition pretty much. So our transition is just to make sure we get our 7x core bright and early. I tend to get it way before the Nexus at the natural or at a corner base. And that's because of zerg timings. Some zergs, they come at you with bailing bus, others with roach rush, some nidus rush. So you have to be ready for everything. Now we did have some intel. We know that he's going for a normal hatch first. Hatch first typically has 1 gas, 1 pool, and we're typically gonna see a 3rd in a little while. We don't need to scout it just yet. Most important part right now is that we get our economy up and that we're getting our void raid. Our void raid's on the high ground. There's a reason why. If you build it on the high ground, you can actually have 2 walls, a high wall and a low wall. If he notices you at the bottom, you can block the top wall for a little bit. If he ling rushes you from the bottom side, you can block the top and protect the high ground. So really depends on what's going on, but that's the divider, the starport. The Stargate. The Stargate's also out of range of a roach rush snipe. So when someone's roach rushing you, typically if your Stargate's part of the wall, you can get taken out. Oh lord. Tries to get out of there. The Lings try to cause a little bit of distraction, but it didn't work because there's a cannon there. So he lost a couple Lings and an Overlord. We have the Sentry. The Sentry is in case there's a Ling rush, right? If there's a bailing bus, I can force field. If there isn't, by the time I get a Void Raid, I can make the Phoenix and go scout around. The Phoenix is going to allow me to scout for the 3rd or not. The Void Raid is going to allow me to catch the Overlords that are going to be typically on the opposite sides of my base. Found it. 3rd's right there. Found the Overlord. Gotta get our gas.
Engaging the enemy.
Very important that our gas is taken. when you're playing in any game, you should always have means to scout. You can be very creative when you scout. It just has to be part of your build somehow. Sentry is probably one of the best efficient ones because you can hallucinate often. So one sentry is really useful for just scouting. Right now I'm using the Void Raid. Now another cool tactic is the sentry. Sometimes I use a sentry to hallucinate a Void Raid, and I'll be able to take 2 Void Raids with me and a hallucination. It'll look like 3 Void Raids, which would distract the queens or even push them away. So we're looking for a 4th base just in case, and if there's no 4th base, at least we know it's not a full macro zerg player. But we're gonna go take out a gas if we could, take out an overlord if we definitely have an opportunity. Pull back. You don't want to lose the Void Raid. The Void Raid is way more important than Overlord. Void Raid is a nice way to come out and take map control, make sure that the Overlords aren't around. You can also bring them back home and do an extra secondary sweep. Make sure that you're taking care of any lings that might use themselves as sight range for like overlords or pathings. So now we're going for a charge lot. The charge lot oracle. When you do oracles,
mineral field depleted.
Typically run out of gas, but then you have a lot of resources. So the best complement right now for the oracles, if you're not expanding right away, would be charge lots, because you always have that income to waste. Now this is the time where you do have to make a lot more pylons than usual, so you have to be conscious about that.
Wow, you mined all those minerals already. Look at you.
You are pumping out of 3 stargates, making oracles, and about 5 gateways. So pylons right now are very important. Alright, now that my Void Raid scouted everything, I've seen that it's on 3 bases.
Research complete.
Coming over here checking if there's a 4th. No 4th. Ah, drone wants to take a 4th. So now I'm just waiting for him to attack me. I'm keeping my charge lots in the back. My oracles are hidden. And so I'm just poking the bear. Now I'm ready to get out. Pylons being taken out. I'm looking at the Void Raid area, right? Checking the pathing. And well, now I see it. Now I do see that there's something in the pathing. It's Hydras. I stopped the cancel on the pylons. And the sentry right here with the force field. Now there are still Bailings, so I gotta be careful with my charge lots. I gotta pull back a little bit, kill the Bailings. Now I can get in. Oracles, stutter stepping.
We meet our fate.
Killing the Hydras, more Zealots. He's a bit upset.
The enemy has discovered us.
Saying 2 base all in. I don't understand. I can make a base right now and it'll be a 3rd base, but at the moment I don't want to risk it. It's safer for me to keep making units.
You
I'm
are
not giving
fresh
him
out of
any
minerals
chance
at
to
that
breathe.
base.
I'm containing him in the front. Took out the hatchery. There is another hatchery. Take out the bailing nets for sure. I don't want any more bailings killing these zealots. So if he is, it's going to take a little while. Let's hold position underneath the drones. We can pick off some. Take out the hydras and then send 3 over to the drones. That way we're killing some workers. Keep making units. Okay. There are some hydras though. That is a lot of hydras. For what I have right now, I have a couple oracles, but I don't want to attack too, because later when you do attack, he's gonna have even more hydras. So we're gonna accommodate for that. Now in this case, there is a chance he's gonna come to us and try to finish us off. So we're waiting for the counter. Well, now that I have enough army, I'm ready to go. Now I'm making more probes for the bases, so that I can go into continuous macro. But these probes are going to serve a really good beef to the army, because we're in a whole different type of game now. This is a game of numbers.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm using a lot of probes to allow the DPS from the zealots. Alright, we still have a nice little army. We're gonna go keep harassing that area where the drones are at, because that's where he's mining, and we gotta just eliminate that mining. That's pretty comfortable mining right there. Alright, kill those drones, very important. Oh, there goes the hydras. Let's pull back. Okay, now we're still worried about hydras, so we still got to make some more oracles and some charge lots. Now I don't like to make too many, because sometimes they're going to switch to mutas and you need to have some income and time for phoenixes. So the fact that we've seen more hydras, we know that there's going to be still a continuous hydra. Gonna go check for that area. Saw the hydras. Now he doesn't know what I have or how much I have, so he's gonna go over there. And this time I send my probes and my zealots with oracles. Got a lot of hydras. Alright, now we gotta go back to the mining, right? He has a mining area we gotta deny. We gotta keep making more probes and continue our oracles and zealots. Now we gotta focus on the micro. Now he doesn't have any mining here, so that's pretty interesting. That means that he's really low on drones. That's a very good thing for us right here. Alright, keep an eye on it. Don't lose sight on the oracles. You might get You might run into hydras. You don't want to run into a bunch of hydras and lose your oracles at this part of the stage of the game. So we scouted. We know that there's still hydras. Greater revelation. So we see how many of them. It's a nice good amount. Making more probes.
I remember when this was all minerals. Now look at it.
Hydra count, hold position.
Let's spin
Take out all
guys
the
are
drones.
exhausted. It needs a long
Oh, that
nap.
was juicy. That
Guys
was
are empty.
very
Time to move to your
juicy.
expansion. You did expand, right?
Report you. All in and turtled. This guy's funny. This guy is pretty salty right now.
Mineral field depleted.
I know he's a bit salty right now, and I know he's trying really hard in his game.
They found your probes, and it's not going to be pretty.
Teasing him.
Out of minerals.
And
idle workers are
The
sold.
fact that he's silent is that he's really trying so hard right now. When they talk very salty. Now I'm packing up some phoenixes because the only way I can die here is by a muta switch. And so you never want to lose to something where you know that's the only thing you could die from. Is from his switch into mutas. So you're making phoenixes right now.
Mineral field depleted.
Very important. Come in, go for the final blow. I do see a spire, so I know that those cocoons are the spire mutas, so I'm killing those, of course, to minimize the muta count. Making sure all the larvae take out those drones. There goes the mutas.
We embrace the glory of
Alright, so he's gonna be distracted with these zealots, and I'm gonna come over for some more.
I remember when
drones,
this was
'cause these
all
oracles
minerals.
right now need to
Now
do
look at it.
damage. They don't serve too much of a purpose right now. Not versus mutas. Gotta revelate them, make sure we know where they're at. Tag them and bag them. So now we're still making phoenixes. We need more gas though. It's a decent amount of phoenixes. Mutas as well. Chrono boosting right here. Now he does think that I have only oracles, so now it's the big reveal.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, that's not good. He just lost all his mutas. Oracles are still alive for the follow-ups. And I'm still mining. On his side, he had about 4 drones. So let's go take out the rest of those drones. I think one thing that pisses off a Zerg is when they go for the muta switch and then they don't actually engage it properly. Okay, I know where he's going. Easy win for me.
Your probes are under attack.
Oh yeah, he's salty. You can tell when he's giving up. He starts talking more. The more they talk, it just gets saltier and saltier. Let's just dance a little bit on him. Every game, macro plus when replays 10, yeah, more on it. Good idiot. Okay. Oracles are really good at killing the larva, so if you don't have anything to kill, that is one thing to minimize if you could.
We embrace the glory of battle.
Lowy now. Fault kid. You easy. You can't macro win.
Your probes
versus
are
me.
under attack.
20-minute game.
We embrace the glory of battle.
He still's not leaving the game. I win because admins. I'm just asking you about Matt. Like what? How am I mad? We got two lings going rogue. Let's go get them. New streamer. Wow. So Hero's gonna write flow, FLO.
I remember when this was all minerals. Now look at it.
Oh, this poor guy. He finally gave up. He was tired of probes killing his structures. GG. Hope you guys like that.